Come on this side. Hold on, Toad. There it is. Good morning. Good morning. Here we are once again. Another Monday morning. Walk, 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 walk with this dog. Leave it. Wait, wait, turn. What kind of tree is this? There's little red berries coming off of it. This isn't a cherry tree, is it? No way this is a cherry tree. Come on, Toby. Come on, Toby. Is this a cherry tree? It sure enough is. Look at the size of it. Look at that. Cherries. I wonder if they spray the tree before every year. You can eat the fruits. Wow. That sucker's full of cherries. I never noticed that tree before. It's right on the corner too. We walk by this corner all the time. Probably 2, 3 times a week. It's a huge ass cherry tree. Nice cherries. Whoop. Hold still. Nice cherries. I wonder what kind they are. The squirrels probably love that tree. I was walking along there and I looked down. It's like, what are all those seeds on the ground? It made me look up. Otherwise, I'd have never looked up. Cherry pits. Cherry pits. Morning. Ouch. Hold on, Tobes. Leave it. Good boy. You know, when you're walking your animal, you got to constantly be paying attention to what it is, what's in front of them, and also what's in front of you. But you really got to be watching. Good morning. Oh, sitting on the porch first thing in the morning. That's probably the kind of stuff I'll be doing when I'm retired. Well, after the dog walk, gotta walk these dogs. That way they're happy. Happy dog. Happy dog is a tired out dog from being walked for miles. Yesterday we walked for 2 hours, just a few minutes over 2 hours. Sunday, Sunday we did a 3.5 hour walk, or I'm sorry, Saturday. Saturday morning, we walked for 3.5 hours. Yesterday, we walked for 2 hours. This morning, we're only going to walk an hour. We've already been out. We've already been out half an hour. We came out at 6:30. Come on, Toby. We came out at 6:30, played frisbee for a little while. All these years. Oh, don't wreck that. God dang it. God dang it. Toby wrapped himself around that flower. I didn't get it out there in time. Come on. Tearing up people's yards. Titlepro and Toby Dog. Yeah, we walked for miles on Saturday. Holy cow. We crossed two of the bridges in town. We walked on the other side of the river. It was a good time. We stopped and got Starbucks and we wandered all over both sides of the river on Sunday or Saturday. Yesterday we just did the straight to the south end and back, which is what we're doing today. But we're only going to be out an hour this morning. Hey Harley, welcome, welcome. I love this yard right here. And it's not because it's fancy. It's because he's got all these fruit trees in here. Those are all different fruit trees. Look at the apple. Those are pears. I see apples. I see pears. I see peaches. There's all kinds of fruit trees in there. Very cool. I should have did that 10 years ago. Oh man, when I was a young guy in my teens and 20s, there was an old guy that was telling me, you buy your land when you're young, start buying your land, you plant you some hardwoods, you plant your fruit tree groves, and so by the time you're ready to retire, your hardwoods are matured to be harvested and your fruit tree groves are already established. I didn't do none of that. Did not do none of that. Should have, would have, could have, but did not. Come on, Bubba. Somebody took out some wild bushes. Oh, all down the side of their house, they had wild bushes growing. One Gaming, welcome to the party. Hey, how's it going? Let me stop and look real quick. Anastasia Blessed, good morning. Welcome, 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 welcome. Eddie Agus. Hey, how's it going? Hello, I'm from Indonesia. You need that in your yard. We are we are walking in Michigan, in USA, Indonesia. We are walking in Michigan, USA, about 100 miles north of Detroit. And this is what we do every morning. Every morning, every morning, every morning. Unless it's raining or below 20 degrees. Hey, we come out and I let Toby drag me down the sidewalk at the very end of his leash. At the very end of it. I can't even swing my arm back. There we go. Yucky, yucky, you don't know what's in there. Come on, come on. This is what we do every day. One Gaming. What is that yellow arrow? Where was it? I don't see a yellow arrow. Come on, come on. I didn't see a yellow arrow, Anna. Oh, gotcha. It was on the sidewalk? Yep, what Harley said, water gas line. They mark, they got 2 different colors that they spray. They spray blue and they spray yellow. One's for gas, one's for water. I don't know which one's which. I'm trying to think, I think they use the yellow for the sewer line too. I'm not sure. But here's some more yellow arrows now that you mentioned it. There's the blue arrow. The blue ones are water. There we go. See that? There's a water right a turn-off valve right in the street there with blue markings. And then there's green too. So we got blue, yellow, and green. Green must be the sewer. Blue water, yellow gas. Is that how that works? Who knows? Harley knows. Hold up, not so fast, Tobe. You gotta give me room, buddy. They're redoing they're replacing all one of the things I know they're doing through the whole city is they're replacing the lead water lines from the main line, from the main water line to the house. There's a it's in two different parts. There's a there's a line that goes from the main line to the shutoff valve out by the sidewalk. That one at my house, that one's lead. And then there's a line from from that shutoff valve that goes into the house. And I believe mine got replaced a couple decades ago, and mine's copper now, but I still have the lead service line. So they got to come and change mine out. I got a new water meter. I'm going to say 15, 20 years ago. And I think when they did that, I think they put a new copper line in, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's what they did. So they don't when they replace my line, they only have to work out in the street. They don't have to come into the house. Wait. Good boy. Good wait. Don't drink it. Yeah. No, I buy bottled water. I when I'm boiling like pasta, I use bottled water also. I only use the tap water for bathing, clothes washing, cleaning, and of course feeding the animals. The animals get tap water. Yuck. No, it's decent tap water here. They got decent tap water. I don't drink it, but that's only because in my mind I found something better with the bottled water, but the bottled water's half of them are from taps anyway, from what I understand, right? That bottled water just comes from a tap somewhere and they call it all natural. Well, it naturally came out of the tap. Come on, Tobus. Naturally came out of the tap, right? Is this another cherry tree? Is this another cherry? No, this is uh, not blackberries. What do they call 'em, mulberry? Is this a mulberry tree? Mulberry bush that grew out of control? Look at how big it is. There's all kinds of blackberries on there, or mulberries, whatever you call them. What's it called, fam? Harley knows. Harley knows. Look at that sucker. It's been growing forever. Toby, are you eating berries? Toby's eating berries. Look at Toby. Are you eating berries, Toby? That's funny. Toby's eating the berries. Look at them. They're big. Look at that, Anna. You could come and pick you a bushel of berries to sell. You could come and pick all you could climb up in the tree, or Son Helen up in the tree and pick all kinds of berries. Look at them. The branches are just full of them. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I should just go ahead and eat one, but I don't know if the tree's been sprayed for bugs or not. Ooh, it's sweet. Tastes like a grape. There's another one of those berry trees. Oh, we passed it. Oh, we passed it earlier today. No, we passed the cherry tree. Now we passed the mulberry bush. There's another mulberry bush over in my neighborhood somewhere. I can't remember where it's at though all of a sudden. But I know I saw it yesterday and I was like, dang, this tree's been here all this time and I never looked up. I never noticed it was the mulberry. 11 million in the building and 2 thumbs ups. Toby, we must be doing something wrong. We only got a couple of thumbs up. We need some squirrels to chase to get them thumbs ups going, Tobe. We need some squirrels to chase. Get the crowd involved. Lazy Monday. I don't see hardly any traffic. Well, I guess it's still pretty early, 7 a.m. Most people are just getting up or getting ready, right? For the 8 a.m. start. You ever notice the hardest working guy jobs start at 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning, but the usual women jobs start at 8. Come on, Toby, let's walk into the sun. I worked a construction job that we started it like that. When it was the hottest part of the summer, would start at 5 a.m. just so we could get done early and not have to be in the heat out there in the heat of the day. Hey, KK, male, male border collie, big boy, big Toby dog. This is the angle. This is all we ever see of him. This is all we ever see of him is his hind end. Cause he don't associate with me. He walks way up there. Toby, you don't associate with Daddy? Uh-oh, he sees the squirrel. He- He's in hunting mode. He wants to go hunting, even though he's not a hunting dog. Toby's best poses are when they're not in the show dog ring. His best poses are when he's looking at a squirrel or a rabbit. He gets all excited. He stands up all straight. He stands up the way he's supposed to stand up at the dog show ring, but he doesn't. I guess he's saving it for out here in the wild. Drove around 4.5 hours to find Charlie yesterday. She was sitting in the driveway when I got back. That's hilarious. That's how it works. That's how it works. The cat right before the cat we got now, his name was Ike, I-K-E, Ike, like Ike Eisenhower. Uh, right when he passed, right before he passed away, he pulled that on me. He disappeared. First what did he do? First he peed in the middle of the kitchen floor, and I put him outside because I was mad, and then he disappeared. He didn't come back for like 2 days. I looked all over for him. I talked to all the neighbors, and I had left the back door open one of the times I went out looking. And when I come back home, the cat was in the house. He passed away a couple days later, but yeah, he pulled that on me too. That's a super sinking feeling when your pet's missing. The pet knows where it's at, but they're probably off having a good time. But it leaves mom and dad all worried sick. I know when I open the back door and I whistle for Toby, and if I don't hear him stirring, if I don't hear him moving or running to the back door, I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. I get really nervous. It's that sinking, the heart sinking feeling where it's like, oh my God, something's wrong. And then all of a sudden he pops up, and it's every time, knock on wood. But when I call him, he's got to think about it for a minute. He's got to think about, oh, am I going to listen to that old guy today? Am I going to listen to what he's got to say? Well, I better if I want my breakfast, right? Breakfast? That's the only word he knows, right? He doesn't know sit or stay or come or slow, but he knows breakfast. Toby, you gave yourself away, Toby. You gave yourself away, Tobes. We never catch these bells. We were about, oh, yesterday on yesterday's walk, we must have been about 4 blocks away when I heard them going off. I want to catch them right up on them. I want to be sitting there when they go off. I got to find it. I guess I could just call them and ask them, right? What time do the bells play? Leave it. You used to could hear the bells all over town. All the churches played their bells back in the day. Now there's just a few. Not all the churches are open anymore. All the big castle type churches, half of them are closed, at least half. The Catholic Church shut down lots and lots of churches here. Population got smaller, membership got smaller. They can't afford all them big buildings. I remember when they consolidated the schools, it was a big deal here in town. All the different all the different Catholic church schools that were in the same diocese, they all consolidated to one, which is the one over by my house. That's where my kids went to school. They went to school at the Catholic school by my house. I could never afford it, but like you know, I had to mortgage my house 3 different times to pay for the schools. Crazy. I could never afford it. But it was the best thing ever for them kids because it gave them the greatest start in life, having that Catholic school foundation. I want one of these lights on my corner. Toby, this way, little buddy. I want one of these lights. I think they're cool. Hey, hey, we're gonna skip the yards with all the dogs today. What are those down there? Aussie Shepherds? Those are Aussies down there. Come on. Beautiful dogs. No sense walking by that one and we can go into one block over, right? You walk by there, those dogs are gonna get all riled up and their owner's gonna come out yelling at them. Toby will get all riled up. Whoever's asleep in the neighborhood will be woke up. Oh, Toby, you're so much fun to walk with when you're not pulling so hard. Like today. Today's a good day for him. We played frisbee first. So that's what I've learned I need to do every day before the walk is to play ball or frisbee for 10 or 15 minutes, get him all tired out, get him to where he doesn't want to play anymore, and then take him for a walk, right? Then he's not so rambunctious. Excuse me. Harley, are you the only one in the audience with a dog? How many of y'all got dogs or cats? I know Anna's got chickens. Anastasia's got chickens that follow her around like mama. Harley says he Harley says they got a dog, Charlie dog. Is Charlie a boy or a girl? Here's our 19. Let's go this way. We can go this way for a little bit. We need to get our hour in. Well, we walked, let's see. We were already out of 15 minutes before we started our live stream. Ooh, Toby, Kathy Doherty, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are here doing our thing on twisted knees. Yesterday I tripped and twisted my knee, right knee this time. I did the 10 step shuffle. You know how you trip and then you make a bunch of tiny baby steps while you're falling forward to try to catch yourself? Imagine, imagine I can barely move my feet because the knees are so messed up. And I'm trying to step, step, step to catch myself from falling. It would have hurt too because I had a lot of momentum. I would have hit the ground rolling. Hit the ground rolling. Yeah, but it left me twisted up. I almost had to call my number 2 son lives here in town, the second son. I almost had to give him a call to come get me. It was I stood there for a little bit, flexed my leg, and then I hobbled real slow the rest of the way home. Uh-uh, uh-uh. Kind of berries are these? Come here, hold on, Toby. What are these? Oh, another mulberries. Some kind of blackberry bush. Here's one. More berries. I got blueberries. The only one I've only seen blueberries on 2 of the blueberry plants. One of them's only got one little bunch on it, but it's in the full sun and it doesn't like living there. It gave me blueberries the first 2 years, good blueberries, and then after that, it's, it doesn't like the soil or it doesn't like the sun. It's in the garden there where it gets super sunshine. But the new one I got on the side of the garage, and, that sucker's full of berries, but they don't all turn blue on the same day. So it's not like you go out there and pick all the berries and have a berry delicious meal, you know what I mean? Nope. You go out there and you pull 2 or 3 and look at the rest. Then the next day you go out and pull 2 or 3 and look at the rest. Kathy says she's got tomatoes already. I got tomatoes already. I got zucchinis already that I'm gonna cut probably today and take over to mom. She likes the crooked necks. And I got a bunch of crooked necks popped out already. I had zucchinis after they've been in 2 weeks after I planted the starts. I bought the I bought the seedlings from the, nursery and planted them. 2 weeks later, I got zucchinis growing. Same thing with my tomatoes. I got tomatoes already. I got zucchinis, yellow zucchini, what do you call it? Crooked neck, not the green ones. My green ones are going slow, about regular pace, but my crooked necks and the yellows, the goldens, they're really taking off. What else we got? We got strawberries we've been eating. Uh, it's funny, the green beans that are planted in their own, containers with, so that they grow, they grow up the string and all that. The green beans that are planted like that, this is from the same batch of seedlings. The green beans that I planted in their own little planters, green bean planters, so that they grow, with wire and all that, so they grow straight up. They're portable. They're pretty cool. It's not ingenious, but it's a pretty good idea. Anyhow, uh, those green beans are barely growing. They're growing leaves. You know what I mean? They're growing leaves. They haven't gotten. They might have doubled in height, but they were just seedlings to begin with. Now the ones I grew in in the corn planters where I got corn, I plant some corn just for visuals. You know what I mean? Uh, just for looks. But and it's only a couple dozen stalks. Not even that, dozen and a half maybe. But I put seeds in between the stalks of corn, and those green beans that I planted next to the corn with the corn, those green beans are already 2 or 3 feet long. Those plants, they got the runners. When the runners came out, they shot out 2 or 3 feet already. The ones that are planted with the corn, but the green beans that are planted by themselves, they don't even have runners on them yet. The strings that do the climbing. Washington State is so beautiful. Washington State is beautiful. Politics are crazy. They got a bunch of crazy people out there. But the state is beautiful. I was last there when I was 6 months old, and I thought it was beautiful then. From what I've seen on TV, it's still beautiful, right? That was my earliest childhood memory. You must have been here before. User, the real Gigi. Good morning from beautiful southeastern Ohio. Hey, the real Gigi. That Gigi is what the grandkids call my mom. Gigi is what my grandkids call, or what my mom's grandkids call her. Her name starts with a G, and of course, it's Grandma. Yeah, thanks for coming to visit. We're in mid Michigan, in like 100 miles north of Detroit. Gigi. I'm a Gigi and two granddaughters. There we go. Two granddaughters. Awesome. I've got two grandsons and a granddaughter. The real Gigi. Yep, yep. This is what we do every morning, Gigi. This is what we do every morning. We get out and we walk and we walk and we walk. Sometimes we're moving faster. Sometimes I got to argue with this guy because he's moving too fast. But today he seems to be moving decent. The Toby dog. He's Have you been here before? I would plant and harvest 6 acres of for our cows. Oh, for the corn? Dude, I plant like 20 plants. If I had room, I'd grow sweet corn, but I don't have any room. I would have had room, but 40 years ago I made a mistake. 40 years ago, was it 40 years ago? 35 years ago. You know what a fence setback is? In the city, you got a fence setback. So even though the fence is between two houses, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the property line. In my case, I had a fence on the south side of the house. Well, I got a fence on the south side of the house, but it was that setback, 30 inches, 32 inches, something like that. So when the next door neighbor kids were little and my kids were little, well, we took our fence out so that the neighbor could come play without having to deal with the fence. You know what I mean? All the neighborhood kids could play. And but the next door neighbor on the other side of me, they wanted fence because their kids were younger and they wanted to be able to keep their kids in. And so I gave them part of my old fence, and they wanted to connect it to my fence that was on the. They wanted to connect it to my fence that's on the setback. I told them, no, you can't connect to my fence on the setback. I'm on a setback. You got to put your own fence in. If you put your own fence in, I'll take my setback fence back. I'll take it down. I'm arguing with a neighbor right now. Have to get a surveyor. He moved the property stake. He took 30 feet. Oh, yeah, I know what you're saying. So after I told the guy that that's not the property line, well, he told his wife that was the guy was the only illegal immigrant I've ever known, the guy from Poland. He went in the house and told his wife, and his wife told, no, that's the property line. That's the property line. So it caused a big argument. So they called a surveyor out. They didn't get a survey. They just had the land marked. They should have got a dang survey. They should have paid the extra 200 or 300 bucks to get a recordable survey, but they didn't. And they were mad. They were hopping mad because I was right. The, f- and if he puts up his own fence on his own setback, then he won't have hardly any yard left, right? So I talked to the wife at the time, and it was like, well, we got all this yard. What's 35 inches or 34 inches, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So at first we were gonna move the setback fence to right to the property line. But I was working two full-time jobs, and the neighbor wanted us to do it ourselves and not call the fence guy. And I kept putting him off and putting him off till finally that caused a problem. And I said, well, just go ahead and connect. Just go ahead and connect to my fence. But the only condition is that on my setback, you got to keep because I used to go on the other side of the fence and cut my grass all the time. I said, well, he said, I'll keep the grass cut and blah, blah, blah. I told him no planting bushes or trees or nothing like that. Well, now that guy's dead. And the woman swears that she don't remember no conversation like that, even though she was a part of it. She was part of the handshake. You know what I mean? She's acting like that 30 some inches is hers. I should have moved the fence had I known she was going to get stupid because I've stopped them from digging before. I've had to stop them from digging along my fence before and reminding them that, hey, that's my land you're digging on. No, no, no. No, no, no. Yeah, I was there when the surveyor come. We're talking, shoot, the oldest is we're talking 35 years ago. And I just happened to be there the day the surveyor came, and it was exactly as I said. And they left the surveyor flags and all that, and they drove the big ass stake in the ground, way deep. They put the iron stake in the ground. I believe it was one of those green fence posts. You know what I'm talking about? The green metal fence post. It, it was a nice thick one, and they didn't just hammer it down 6 inches in the ground. The guy hammered it. He hammered it deep, so deep that when the homeowner came, when they found out where the property line was, that I was right, they were pissed. You could hear all kinds of screaming and hollering. And then the guy went out and tried to pull them up. He went out and tried to pull up the stakes out of the ground. He worked on it for hours. He could not get them out. He could not get that stake out of the ground. They were pissed. But I was right. I know exactly what I bought. Good for you. Yes, that rebar stake in the ground is digital. It has codes on it. Yep, yep. After 21 years of maintaining, mowing, or anything, they can claim it to be care. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know, but see, that's of its open and notorious. But I remind her every few years that that's my land, so it's not like I abandoned it. The same thing my neighbor across the street said. Man, you gave that land away. I said, no, we got a handshake on that. Oh man, and every once in a while it bums me out, but that would give me another 3 feet, another 300 square feet to garden on. But when I was a young guy, I didn't want to mess with it. All I was thinking was, I'll have to cut more grass. Dummy. But that's okay. She's maintained it, and there's annuals planted in there, and there's probably 100 different kinds of flowers that come up. It's all the bees and the butterflies come to my garden. I garden on my side of the fence. If you look at my videos, you'll see gardens from private previous years. I haven't made a video of this year's garden yet. We've been standing on the end of it. I keep the gates locked so I can't get in there to the backyard unless we go through the house. Toby, let's stop at the park a minute. Should have brought the frisbee with us. We play frisbee and ball here a lot. This is a nice park, except for it gets wet. When it's wet out, when it's wet out, that you can hear the water underneath your feet. But it's a nice park. Come on, Toby, this way. I just want to make a drop the blue bag. Drop the blue bag. So we ain't walking around carrying poop all day. Are you feeling it, Toby? Are you feeling it, boy? Mercy. Big changes at work. They let the other person go that's working on the project with me. So that just leaves me. But they hired more people down in what do you call it? The client brought more people in on their side and canceled people on my side. So that means I gotta go to the office more. Oh shit. I'll have to be at the office at least once a week now. I can't believe they let that person go. I've been telling them since the project started. Project started 4 years ago, and I was the only person put on the project. And I asked from day one, "Where's the rest of the people?" And they was like, "No, you're it." And I've been saying since day one, you want to get this done, you got to hire more people. They should have hired five to 10 people, five, seven, 10 people right off the beginning, right at the beginning. and we would have got that project done in a couple of years. But here we are 4 years later, and we're going back to one person. They hired another person to work with me, shoot, back in November. What month is this? It might have been September. And she's been working this whole time. And we've had conversations with the client, and every time they ask me a question, I tell them we got to hire more people. They don't even want to ask me nothing. Because I'm the, what do you call it? The broken record. I'm the broken record. You got to hire more people to do this. I'm one guy. So I'm one guy, and now they just let the other person go. So I'm back to being one guy. That means this project's going to go on another 4 years. I may be able to ride it to retirement. You love my accent. That's funny. That's funny. Everywhere you go, everybody's accent's different, isn't it? When I'm when I'm down south, they say I talk like a northerner, right? How's the song go? And when I'm up north, they say I talk like a southerner. What's that guy's name? The singer? Uh, Dad was a Dad was career army. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I don't have the knee strength to stop and hold him. Dad was career army, and we grew up all over the world. But I've seen to pick up the fast talking. It seemed to have stuck. Well, I've spent most of my life up here. Have a great day, Harley. Good for you. Yes, that rebar stake in the ground. Yeah, yeah, that's what you look for with when they're coming through with the metal detectors to see where the when the when the surveyor was there. I told him right where the line was, and he just kind of looked at me. You know what I mean? You know how it is. You're doing a job, and some busybody from next door is out watching you, talking to you, interfering with you. That was me. But I told him exactly where the line was, and when he got his measurement done, exactly where it was. You got to know your property lines. Good morning. Thank you. It's Toby. I would love to travel. Traveling's good, but it can get to be too much. When you're a kid, it can be too much. We traveled and traveled. Whatever Dad's job was, it must have been in big demand because he got moved. We were getting moved every other year. Sometimes we'd only be someplace for 10 or 11 months. Where are we, Toby? Where are we? I know where we're at. We're down by the Central High School. Look at him. This is Defiance. Okay, come here. Okay, come here. There's a rabbit. There's a rabbit over there. That's why he's. Okay, come here. Oh, we're down by the alma mater. Dear old Central High. Those were the days. Oh, there's a couple rabbits over there. He, out of control dog. Come here, out of control. Come here, out of control. Anna says, "I visited the lady you posted that I got her from Titlepro." Oh, gotcha. And she replied, "Well, I told her you give us stories like her when walking your dog." Oh, yeah, I come across that lady a couple days ago. She was at 43 subs. So I give her a sub and like, and I went through and and I watched most of her stuff and gave likes and left comments. You know how we do. But there's no she doesn't have a email set up or nothing. You can't send her a message to like come and watch my friend Anna, meet my friends. You know what I mean? Come to the party. She's pretty cool. I think. I don't know. I like to hear stories like that. I like the way she talks. You can understand her. Plain and simple, right? Come on, little buddy. Nice yard. I finally cut my grass yesterday. And I cut it and it looks so bad. I raised the mower deck. So I made the grass longer. I raised it up a notch and I cut cross cut and it just looked terrible. So I did a double cut. I came back the opposite direction and and it looks pretty good. Toby, it looks pretty good. It was like carpet after I got done. It was like carpet. I miss my lawn guys. I don't know what's the matter with that kid. Come get this money. Lawn kid, if you're watching, come get this money. I had the kid that used to cut my grass. I had him come 2 times a week, so he was making good money. Yeah, and now that I gotta do it myself, I haven't found another person to do it, another teenager. My neighbor, the chicken lady, told me that there's a 16-year-old kid lives next door to her that might be interested. I'll have to go knock on their door. I'd ra I'd rather sit and work so I could pay the kid to come cut the grass, you know what I mean, than stop working and go out and cut grass. I don't know what this tree is, but it's got some kind of beans. It's got some kind of bean that hangs off it. I don't know what it is. Never seen it. Ooh, Toby, I am tired and sweaty. It's a beautiful day out. I'm guessing it's upper 60s right now, probably 67, 68, and it's just gorgeous out. There's a little bit of hazy clouds up in the sky, but other than that, it's not bad. It's going to be a warmer day today, I believe. What else did I do? Oh, yesterday I went to the store and bought a window air conditioner and installed that. It didn't take long. It took longer to take the old air conditioner out than it did to put the new one in. Isn't that crazy? It it took longer to take the old one out than to put the new one in. I had to figure out, back when I put the old one in, that's when the air conditioners were coming in two pieces. The case was separate from the unit, so you had to install the case and then slide the unit inside. But I could not remember how it went together, and then I just dropped it out the window. I just let it fall. Uh, oh, another cherry tree. I just let it fall out the window. Heck with it. Look, fam, another cherry tree. These trees are big. All the ones you can reach are gone. Now here's one. It's supposed to be in the hundreds the next 3 days. I believe it. That's what they're talking here, 90s. It cost me 65 to get mine cut, and it's like pulling teeth to find someone to cut a 1 acre lot. 1 acre's good size. You might have to you might have to invest in that riding lawnmower and go cut on it yourself. I don't mind cutting the grass. It's just that it hurts. I got a lot of pain going on, and I love to do it. Don't get me wrong. I'll cut grass all day, but it hurts so much. Funny, crazy. You gotta take if young people, take care of your bodies. You don't wanna be hurting when you get old, trust me. You don't wanna be hurting when you get old, it takes the fun out of stuff. Like, I don't just hop out of bed and get running in the morning and get moving. It takes a while for my takes a few minutes for my knees to get working, and then I just stagger around the house for most of the morning. This walk here loosens them up a little bit, but, like, when I get home and sit down in about an hour after I sit down, I'll be aching like crazy. Yeah, take care of your bodies. I've never did a live. I find it terrifying. I accidentally hit live once while eating a candy bar. Embarrassing. That's funny. Your yard looks amazing. I love the lines. I leave them in mine also. Yeah. Supposed to be in the hundreds. Oh my goodness. Okay, come on. We got to stop to read. I can't walk and read at the same time. Not that talented. So now we spotted some cherry trees, Tobe. I wonder if they spray them. I wonder if they spray those trees because you got to spray that fruit for every year. You got to spray them trees for pests and disease. My neighbor across the street, the chicken lady, her husband comes and sprays my trees the last 2 years, even though I'm not getting no fruit yet. Well, there would be peaches, but I plucked them all off because I just planted that tree last year. Even though it's a 10-year-old tree, it's only been in the ground here for a year. No sense in stressing it to make fruit. We'll give it a good start. Next year, we'll pluck the fruit off it again. And then the next year, we'll have fruit. What's this, 26, 27, and 28, we'll let the peaches grow. So we'll have peaches in 28. We'll have apples not next year, but the year after also, 28. The apples we'll let grow after 2 years. That apple tree's just this year. So it'll have this year and next year. And then the next year in 28, we'll let the apples grow. I'm hoping to get a nectarine in there still this year. Down at the nursery, they got these cherry bushes. They're not trees, they're bushes. They've, whatever genetic strain it is, but they're sweet cherries, and, I'm thinking about those, but they're $100 a piece. Even the nectarine tree is $100. So that's $300 worth of plants. Maybe in a couple of weeks. Maybe if they're still there. They were at 20% off, last weekend. Not yesterday weekend, but the weekend before. They were at 20% off. This time of year, people aren't buying that stuff. I bet that street looks beautiful when the cherry blossoms are out in the spring. I bet. I didn't even know that cherry tree was there. Come on, Toby. This is used to be bakery. There was bakery here for decades and decades and decades. And then they sold, I don't know if it was the early 2000s, they sold it to the people that just moved out of here now, but they moved. They moved downtown about maybe a year ago. Is it Kitty? Kitty, kitty. That's a pretty kitty, Toby. Oh, there's another one over there and another one over there. Toby, do you realize you're surrounded by cats? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, what a beautiful morning. Hi, JS. Feisty when you are. Yes, he is. That Toby. Some mornings he can be crazy. Some mornings he pulls so hard. I bought a skateboard. I bought a longboard off of the Facebook Marketplace. I bought a longboard because I figure, come on, come on. If he's gonna pull so hard, maybe he can pull me down the street, right? I s- Mind you, I'm an old dude. I'm a real old dude. I skateboarded when I was a kid. When I was a kid and a teenager and all that. Wamoyo, wamoyo. But I stood on it in the street, and that just stepping on it, I almost fell down. I'll have to tighten it all up and find someplace smoother to have the dog pull me around. This we just got new street here. Maybe I can have him pull me down here where the street's nice and smooth. I need one of those what do they call it? Water skiing handles so I can hang on with both hands. Give it a rest, Tobe. Like right now I couldn't stop him. He weighs like 55 pounds, but I couldn't stop him from pulling me because the knees are so weak. But we survive. Well, fam, it's about time to say goodbye. We done got our hour, and we've walked an hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes. Time for us to say goodbye. Gotta feed a dog breakfast. Breakfast? Oh, okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, Theo. Come on, Theo. Come on, Bubba. Come on, baby. Yay! Yay! Come here. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come here, Toby. Come here, Toby. He's a good boy. Do you let him run loose very often?
Up at the campground, we let him run. We throw the ball for him.
Uh-huh.
But normally in his backyard, yeah. Out front, if I leave the gate open and he comes out, and sits with me, ran after a lady with a dog the other day. He's afraid he would not do anything.
Right, right,
You don't know that when they're
right.
at
Well,
you,
they don't know that.
you know. So I know. Theo, settle down. He's gonna sleep good down. Come here. Come here.
We go for walks, and sometimes, like in when we're in the south end and there's no traffic, I'll let him off the leash for a while until I just can't take it anymore. He
That's what
run
he
this
said.
he don't listen whatsoever outside.
Yeah.
When he goes in somebody's backyard or in their garage, then it's like, "Let's put the leash back on."
Yeah. And
But
then
he listens pretty good. We play ball out on the side of the house there.
yeah, they're both tired now. Now it's time to get a drink and take a nap. Come on,
Breakfast.
come on, let's go. Come on.
That's the only word Toby knows is breakfast.
See,
You too, take it easy, Al. Bye, Theo. Look at Tobes. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Let's get our breakfast. Let's get our breakfast, little buddy. Hey, Wanga lady, welcome. What's going on? Share Bear, good morning to you. Good morning from my side. We're almost home. We're almost home. That dog there is named Theo. He's a wild one. He's a wild one. You guys want to see the neighbor garden? We'll go stop and say hi to the chicken lady. We'll come and say hi to chicken lady and see what her how her garden looks. Oh, mercy. Wow, look at the sunflowers are huge already. Good morning. Look at that one. That one's huge. That one's chin high already. How do you like this shamba? Chickens and everything. Toby,
Toby, ready?
ready?
This is fence. Oh, right
Right
there.
here.
Oh, so I couldn't see it between this fence and that fence and the fence over there.
Plunk,
Holy wow. God, I'm right here.
plunk,
That's a
it,
good spot.
chicky chicky.
I got lots of flowers on my.
Yeah, look at them.
Yep.
They're everywhere now.
Yep.
Those are growing really good.
Oh, he's gonna have a little more. There we go. Yeah, they are. I just
Cucumbers.
watered them all with rainwater I had in the garage.
Those cucumber plants are ginormous. They've really taken off.
Hopefully, they're not gonna be too crowded. That's what I'm afraid of. Man, this stuff is getting awful big. It always seems smaller in your head, and then you.
Like back there where all my stuff is, it's all packed tight. It'll never stay that tight. I'll have to move a third of that out of there. Soon as the leaves get bigger. Look at that garden.
Pretty. I'm impressed. That
And
stuff is like
chickens.
perfect. Yeah, they're wanting to go lay their eggs. I'm like, in a minute. They're running in and out 20 times.
Chicky chicky. Okay, Toby, let's go get breakfast. Thanks for the treats. Oh, come on, Toby dog. Come on, Toby dog. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on, Bubba. Let's go get breakfast. Come on. Gotta stop here and drop the bag out of the pocket. There's my grass cutting job. Oh, I must already empty. Oh, we emptied it at the park. Now I remember. We emptied that pocket at the park. There was a tree cut out of here a couple years ago. I still haven't gotten the grass to grow in tight yet. There was a tree right here. I left two peaches. I left two peaches on the tree to grow. There's one right there, and there's another one right there. But the rest of them, I picked them all off. I picked them off the peach tree. Little Toby dogs. Come on, Toby, let's go pick a couple berries and then we'll go in and feed you your breakfast. Here's our new apple tree. 2 years from now, we'll have apples. Look what we got on the corner. We got pumpkins planted. There's nothing in there. Pumpkins on the corner. I don't know if they're going to grow. Last year, I put watermelons out there and they grew. So maybe the pumpkins will grow. Come on, Toby, right here. I got to pick a couple of berries. Oh, yeah. Look at those berries. Look at these berries, fam. Look at the size of that. That's bigger than my thumb. Ooh, here's one. This one's ready. Look at that. Plop. Hey, Robbie D. Simone. That's a pretty good sized raspberry. Almost as big as my thumbnail. Yeah, berry time. Look at that one. That one's ginormous. Oh, they're so big. Oh, they're so big. Oh, look at that one. Here, who wants this one? Nom 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 nom. Mm. Oh, they're so sweet and tart and sweet and tart. There's an older one. This one's gonna taste like wine. This one will probably get me drunk. Mm. Uh. Mm. Bam, you should be here. You should be here helping me pick these raspberries. I gotta get some water over here. Look at that. Oh, yummy. Look at that. Oh, yummy. We're gonna be here for a minute. Mm, there's another bunch. Today's the day, guys. Come and get some. Come and get you some before I eat them all. Mm. Toby? Mm. I gotta get the water hose over here. There'd probably be twice as many berries if I paid attention to the water over here. Wasn't that a pretty one? Mm. Well, we'll take a peek at the shamba. I don't know what you can see, but I use tomato cages for just about everything. Even the Brussels sprouts, those are Brussels sprouts right there. But we got them growing in the tomato cages. We got okra, carrots, corn, acorn squashes. The acorn squash that I put in with the eggplant, both of those are doing excellent, but the acorn squash I put by themselves, not so good. The eggplant that's by itself, not so good. But when I put them in the same container, man, they grow big. Maybe they're like competing, but that's what the garden looks like. All down. I'll have to move some of this stuff later. But I already got tomatoes. I got little tomatoes on here. I've got zucchinis. You can see, let's see. See this yellow right there? That one's ready to be cut already. There's all kinds of stuff growing in here. But like right here you can see the is it on this one? No, it's on the next corn planter over. See, I just plant a few corns. But on that next one over, that's the one where I planted the beans in there between the corn, and the beans are already as tall as the corn. Pick the kale. I don't have any kale in here. That's not kale. That's Brussels sprouts. It grows little like cabbages, like that big. They'll be they grow right at the base of the leaves. A bunch of cabbages about that big. The plant will be full of them. And they're really tight. I think people steam them. steam them. They cut them in half and they fry them. What else they do? They barbecue them, bake them. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. I need to take care of these berry bushes better. We'll get some water on them in a little bit after I feed the animals. After the animals are fed, I'll come out and water these guys. I love these berries. They're so good. I gotta have one more. We gotta find one more tobe that's ripe and ready to go. I don't see one. I think I ate them all already. Anyhow, time to say goodbye, fam. Time to say goodbye for the morning. We'll be back again tomorrow doing our thing. In the meantime, y'all behave and be cool. Love everybody, 'cause you never know. You never know. Life's short. Let me see, Tobe. Let me see. You got an eye boogie, buddy. Let me get that. Such a beautiful dog. I got so lucky finding this guy. Y'all behave and be cool, and we'll see you next time, huh? Peace out. Peace out. Peace out, Toby. Breakfast. Breakfast. Breakfast, little buddy. Look at nice clean teeth. I brush his teeth too. I brush Toby's teeth. You can't see. Titlepro, pick that kales and cook them. No, not yet. I did plant kale. No, no. I did plant, yes, I did. I planted kale, but I don't think it's gonna grow very good this year. I don't know. For some, I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't I don't think I even have kale seeds. I bought some seedlings to put in, and I made 4 different plantings. Oh, we'll see what happens. It hasn't even gotten hot here yet. This week it's supposed to be in the 90s. That's why I went and got a new air conditioner yesterday. It's supposed to be in the 90s. I can't take it anymore. There it is. Game over and peace out. Bye, Anastasia. Behave and be good. And everybody that came to visit, if it was your first time coming to visit, I sure appreciate you. Animals Tech, I sure appreciate you. Next time we see you, we give you the blue jacket. Berry time. Robbie D. Simone. Anastasia Blessed. Wanga Lady. Share Bear. JS. The Real Gigi. Everyone, thank you for coming to visit. We appreciate you, and you make our walk that much better. It's fun to have someone to talk to versus just the dog. That little dog there. That dog barks at us. That dog barks at me every time I'm outside of my house. It stands right there and barks. What a pain in the butt. It's nonstop every day, all day long. Every time I pull up, every time I'm outside. Crazy. Look at Toby. Look at Is that dog crazy dog? Is that dog a crazy dog, Toby dog? I think it is. I think it's like mental dog. Toby doesn't associate with that dog. He don't bark back or nothing. He just lets it bark. Anyhow, y'all behave. Be cool. We'll see you next time. Peace out. Have a great day, everybody. Toby, come on, breakfast. Come on, Toby. Come on, Toby, breakfast. Let's go. Let's get our breakfast. Let's get our breakfast. Ugh, let's get our breakfast.